Yes, it's go! The Monaco Grand Prix is underway. Anthony 82 gets a good start in pole position, and he's going to get clear away. Fly by night inside on Gurman. He gets into second position. Sweet Crown 19 stays in fourth. Josh 2 in fifth position, again ahead of Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz. Jay Ortiz ahead of Albico, and Yusimi Flying rounds off the grid in 10th. But now, Anthony 82 gets a glorious start off the line, and he is far ahead of the rest of the grid, already a second over Fly By Night. Now Albico is ahead, and he gets ahead of a lot of the drivers. Fun Magic Mushroom, though, is already in 10th position, making up moves very quickly around the grid. Speed Kills still at the back of the grid, not able to make up any positions. Sweet Crown 19 is in 4th position. The fastest lap for Anthony 82 is a 1:16.596. That's going to get a lot faster. Gurman has been hit with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so he's going to be further down the grid at the moment. And now a bunch of drivers are already in the pits. Damage for a lot of these drivers, and there's Speed Kills. He's getting his front wing replaced. And medium compound tires for a lot of the drivers, it seems. Jay Ortiz on the mediums. You See Me Flying is going to go back on the softs. Hartman is on the softs as well. Speed Kills, the only driver who went into the pits to go onto the hard compound tires, so definitely looking to go further into the race. I don't think, though, that's going to last him the entire race unless he's extremely conservative.
It will. We're expecting the hards to last about 25 laps, according to what I'm told by people more experienced at this track than me.
And Gurman is getting close to Sweet Crown 19. Would love to get into the podium positions. What a great shot from the rear diffuser of Gurman 69. Behind him is Josh 2, one of the fastest drivers on the grid right now. A real showstopper out there. Had some great battles with Iconic Q, who unfortunately could not make the race today. But now, Gurman trying to hunt down that position. Josh 2, though, is trying to hunt down that position as well. Josh 2, actually, though, gets hit with another 3-second time penalty. And I'm presuming the multiple warnings would be for corner cuttings. That's usually what it is. Yes. But he's getting far and more closer to Gurman 69. Despite having the penalties, Gurman 69 not really in control of his car. He's definitely going to have DRS is going to a little wide and scampering around the track. And there's going to be a move probably made here. DRS activator for Josh 2. Rear diffuser to front wing. Let's see a move on the inside end. And he does. Looks like he tries to close him off the gap, but nevertheless going side by side, and they bouncing wheels, and it looks like Gurman might have hit the side of Josh 2, and Josh 2 slots behind Gurman 69 again.
Even though it's a very risky place to even try and make an overtake, like, overtaking here is very, very hard to begin with, so you have to be very, very, very careful on where you try to do it.
So Sweet Crown will take that position away from him. Shectifier, Fun Magic Mushroom hit with a 3-second time penalty, and look at him cutting more corners, but he lets by Shectifier. So
Josh 2 is very, very close to Gurman as well for the last podium place. Hamilton also being very close to him as well.
Fly By Night is in, and Fun Magic Mushroom and Fly By Night have both pitted. So Fun Magic Mushroom is going to be on the hard compound tire. He gets just ahead of the Renault. The Renault now going into the pits. That was Albico again in the pits. Replacing his front wing. And talking about Yusimi Flying, he's been hit with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He's behind Jay Ortiz.
Yeah.
About 4/10 off. And he's going to be coming out of the pits well behind Albico. So, unfortunate for him. Josh 2 now, though, going through the swimming pool. Both drivers going very quick, very indeed. And it looks like Josh 2 getting a little bit of a better way through the corner there. And DRS is going to be activated. Now going a little, and he really loses it. But now Gurman still keeps the position. And there is a crash! There's a crash. Gurman 69 is out of the race. Josh 2 gets big damage on his front wing, but he stays alive. That was a lot of weird moves going on from Gurman 69. There's still a yellow. There's no safety car.
That will be investigated after the race. It seems like
for
a very severe.
Sure. Speed Kills is getting very close to Fun Magic Mushroom. DRS is going to be activated down this main straight. Let's see what Fun Magic Mushroom does to defend. as Sweet Crown is probably going to go around the outside. Let's see if he can get the move done. Sweet, and they're going side by side. Look at that! The moves are fantastic. Now going up through turn 2, and that is amazing scenes here. Speed Kill is trying to get ahead of Fun Magic Mushroom. Fun Magic Mushroom, that was masterclass defending from the Ferrari driver. Investigation. Absolutely an investigation. It would definitely be a penalty of some sort from the get-go, and Speed Kill is trying to cut the corner and trying to get ahead of Fun Magic Mushroom. He gets hit with a 3-second time penalty, and still going side by side with Mushroom. And look at that, they're banging wheels, Mushroom and Speed Kills. And now look at that! That's unbelievable! He has hit Fun Magic Mushroom, he hits him into the wall, and now he hits another driver and he takes him out! Fun Magic Mushroom, livid in the car. He takes out Speed Kills, doesn't even pretend to brake. Speed Kills doesn't even try to let him by. Speed Kills pushes Fun Magic Mushroom into the wall. Unbelievable scenes. Fun Magic Mushroom, livid in the car. He takes out Speed Kills out of the race. Still no safety car deployed. Obviously, with the glitch in the game, that is the most unbelievable scenes I've ever seen in a league race, both in WSR and in any league. I've never seen anything like that. Fun Magic Mushroom takes out Speed Kills 3. That is unbelievable, but Speed Kills obviously pushing Fun Magic Mushroom into the wall. They are banging wheels going up through the second turn. That is unbelievable. Sweet Crown 19 in first position, 17 seconds ahead of Anthony 82. The closest gap right now, though, is Lewis Hamilton on Schectifier trying to get ahead. Lewis Hamilton, now is he looking to go on the outside? Schectifier is having none of it, though, as he's trying to keep Lewis Hamilton behind, but it looks like Schectifier is not having it right now with his medium compound tire.
He might be having an issue heating them up just after being only on them for one lap. So is Lewis Hamilton, but he is an AI car, so they will be able to adapt to that quicker than others.
And will Lewis Hamilton make a move, and he's going to try to go on the inside, and look at that, and ooh, a lockup from Schectifier, and Lewis Hamilton almost goes into the back of him.
A new quickest lap from Anthony 82.91 at 1 minute 12. 82 will jumps Sweet Crown after a pit stop, depending if Anthony decides to pit again, which I'm most likely assuming he will. Another quickest lap by Anthony with a 1:12.620.
There's a yellow in sector 3, and look at that, there's a bunch of drivers who are having contact. Carlos Sainz, and look at that, Schectifier banging into Carlos Sainz. Look at all this. This is madness between all these drivers. And Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz are battling. Schectifier as having absolutely none of it, and he pushes Carlos Sainz into the wall, it looks like, or at least he pushed Lewis Hamilton into the wall, not having none of it with the AI driver, and he enters the pits now, and that was very interesting. I don't believe there will be any penalties handed out for AI driver battles.
Unlikely.
Now, is he going to, I don't believe he's going to give this, I believe he's going to give similar courtesy with Carlos Sainz as he did to Lewis Hamilton. We'll just have to wait and see on that one.
It was a bit of an aggressive move, but I understand why it was done. Like, it's also very difficult to overtake here, but it's still a bit uncalled for, the amount of contact in it. Like, even though they are AI drivers, everything should be clean. Hartman is in the pits again and has been overtaken by El Biku in the pit lane.
So, if he's listening to the broadcast right now, and maybe he is because he's into the pits right now, Anthony 82 will jump him. But Fly By Night should stay behind him unless something terrible goes into the pit stop. And that was slow. It seemed like that was interesting. My animations almost showed it as the driver's still coming out to try to get him. Nevertheless, he's on the hard compound tire. He's going to go till the end of the race. Fun Magic Mushroom also leaving the session. Of course, we know what happened there. We're not going to mention it again. Yes, I do believe that was the case. So, unfortunately, the pit stops are slow, but still, regarding everything that has happened, that is a quite good turn of events for him. Lewis Hamilton's only 3/10 behind Carlos Sainz right now. So, unfortunately,
his tires are are currently 15 laps old, which means he might have to pit again. And if he does, he will be very close to Schecterfire and the battle with Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton. So You've Seen Me Flying could be thrown into that lovely barrel of fun. But correct me if I'm wrong, but was Carlos Sainz ahead of Lewis Hamilton?
No, but the Schecterfire incident, Lewis Hamilton got punted into a wall by Schecterfire, so I think...
Yeah, I just struggled to keep track. Considering the gap is now 12 seconds between Sweet Crown 19 and Anthony 8291, I will expect Sweet Crown 19 to pit again. He won't be able to gain 12 seconds in 10 laps. Not with the current pace of Anthony at the moment. It looks like Anthony will be your winner unless an act of God, and Sweet Crown 19 should pit again for a set of soft tires and go for quickest lap. Doja.
And he's putting on the soft compound tire. And he's getting a nose change.
12 seconds of penalties for Josh too.
And he's going to be behind Carlos. No, maybe not behind Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz was far back, a little farther back. We'll have to wait and see.
No, he was. He is behind him.
Behind Lewis Hamilton as well.
That's a big hit for him now. That is just a tiny bit upsetting. He will be going for the fastest lap though, which is something to keep your eye on. So instead of getting 4 points, he'll probably get 5.
I didn't see it. I don't think there was.
Was that a warning?
Look at that. Used to be flying going on the inside of Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, though, almost pushing. Used to be flying into the wall, but nevertheless getting ahead. Used to be flying. Who's this trying to lap? I believe this is Fly By Night. And yep, Fly By Night's trying to get ahead of Lewis Hamilton. And You See Me Flying. Anthony 82, though, and look at that. Into the pits. Sweet Crown is into the pits. He set onto the soft compound tire.
I thought that would happen at some point. But I don't think Anthony would have time to respond.
I don't think so, because if he pit now, he would come out, but he wouldn't be able to set the fastest lap anyway.
No, so it's exactly what I thought he'd do. You See Me Flying is actually very close to Schecterfire. He's within a second.
Look at that. That would be really interesting to get a late move, get back to 5th position. Now that would be the recovery of the race.
I think You See Me Flying is definitely in for a show for driver of the day anyway.
But nevertheless, on Anthony 8291 going down the final straight. He is going to win the Monaco Grand Prix in what was a fantastic race for him. But now getting into it, now let's go over the leaderboard. And yep, Sweet Crown 19 right now in the lead by 88 points, well over Anthony 82 by 20 points. Anthony 82 with 68 points.
Entire race win.
Almost an entire race win. HM Racing, who's not going to continue with the season, but he has 56 points. He's in 3rd. Gurman 69 in 4th position, having an abysmal race. iAce 99 and Iconic Q in 5th and 6th with 42 and 41 points respectively. Fly By Night in 7th position with 36 points. You See Me Flying with 26 points in 8th position. J Ortiz with 25 points in 9th position.
I'd be tied with him effectively if I was still racing.
Albiku is in 10th with 23 points. 16 points for Voodoo 52, was not able to make the race. Josh 2 with 12 points. Carlos Sainz with 12 points as well. Schecterfire also with 12. Also 12 Hartman. I Am 19 Bo has not made a race in a while, but he has 10 points. Lewis Hamilton has 8 points. Fun Magic Mushroom with 8 points in the Ferrari. Speed Kills has 0 points, and the rest of the grid now, there's only 2 drivers actually. Net Bastic, 1, who has not been on the grid yet, has 0 points. It has been a very exciting race from start to finish. A Monaco Grand Prix to remember. Thank you very much for joining us. Visual Zoe, thank you very much for joining me in the commentary booth. A pleasure to have you.
To be here.
And you have been watching Worldwide Sim Racing for the Monaco Grand Prix. Thank you very much, and have a great night.